Fancy seeing you here. How are you? I'm Ken Allen, the Fire Tech Instructor Coordinator, and welcome to Fire Foundry in College Marin. Well, since we're both on campus, let's have a look around, shall we? Come on! I usually get here about an hour early every day, just to make sure that all of my jobs are taken care of and there's no students asking any questions that need to be answered. Use this handy little dandy thing here and cut this handy little dandy thing here and get right in. Okay, welcome to the classroom. Come on. You can see we're built for education in this EMT class here. Everyone's lined up accordingly with the most important individual sitting at the head of the class, yours truly. And we're gonna have a great couple of semesters here together. Yes, we'll be a veritable family where you can sit and relax just like this gentleman here. Looks like he's had a bad day. Come on back here. Talk about having a bad day. This guy's head and shoulders above the rest. We kid around like this all the time here, trust me. Here's a Homo sapiens sapiens skeleton. And then if you look over here, here's a Homo sapien habitus skeleton. That's just a smaller skeleton. I think it's just a 1/6 scale. But in any case, you can come in here and you can take these bodies apart and pull them apart and look inside the bodies. Hello, take a deep breath. You're an EMT. Come on. Right. And back, it's me, Ken Allen. Just so you know a little bit about me. Firefighter from San Jose for about 15 years. Grew up third generation firefighter, as well as teaching EMT and EMS for about 20 years now, and was recently hired here at College Marin in 2023. And since then, we've been building this program up with a full-time professional running the program, making sure that everybody's in line with what I want. Kind of the boss man right here. I'm not going to pretend like I'm not, but I don't push it. But I just want to say, if you have any questions, yeah, hi. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. Yeah, I'm Ken Allen. I teach her. I was just filming something. Okay, I'm sorry. It's a janitor. I gotta get out of here. Okay. Yeah, well, it was my dog pooped. That wasn't me. No, it wasn't me. All right, so I wanted to just mention I'm kind of the boss around here. And nobody really messes with me. You know what I mean? Since I started off, we've been kind of skyrocketing. I don't want to toot my own jilly-jally, but we've had a lot of success with the Foundry, particularly. Really fun and interesting to get a chance to work with the Foundry students, over a semester and then another semester and maybe even through the summer as well. We get a chance to really learn who others are. Can we cut that, please? Can we cut all of this? I've been here about 20 years and in all seriousness, I do want to welcome you to College Marin Fire Technology and to the Foundry, and to let you know I'm very happy to be a part of this and to be a part of your lives for the next basically year as you get trained to become lifesavers. To me, this is the greatest job that we have in modern society. Being a firefighter, an EMT, a paramedic, somebody who saves lives for a living and then gets to hang out with their buddies on the off time. You couldn't ask for a better job. I'll tell you this, it's going to be a learning experience for you. What I want you to do between now and the first day and throughout the first semester is seriously consider, is this job for me? Ask yourself that. We're gonna first start off with a self-alignment assignment where You addressed why you want to take this class, what you're hoping to get from it, where you see yourself in 5 years, where you're going to find some hard sticking points or some issues getting there. And then you're going to list 5 reasons and ways you're going to get around it. I think thinking positively with a lot of resilience is going to do you well, not just in this class, not just in this career, but in life. And really in this life, and what we have is facing trauma, facing stress voluntarily with some agency, learning how to manage when the cortisol levels rise and bedlam breaks out in front of you. Do you have the ability to lock in and get the job done? And it's going to take some learning. It really will take a little bit of, trial and error. And we're going to do a lot of error as we move towards success. So we start off early doing emergency medical responder, and we go through the basic body parts, which is what we call anatomy. And then we go through how those body parts fit together, and that's called physiology. It's basically, we're going to be the equivalent of a preschool finger painting game. In fact, we'll probably do some finger painting in class. I think we need to reach into our subconscious and our infancy and tap into the joys that come from that realm of play and enjoying the learning experience. And I'm here to push you down that road, or at least grab you by the neck and throttle as you go through that way. Whichever way you'd like to go. I'll also hold your hand and go through it, or we can all do it together like a round robin. Whatever feels good for you. I'm happy to help you along this process. There's a lot of different learners out there. There's, kinesthetic learners. There's people that do well with their eyes, with their hands, with listening. I try to address all of those. Please let me know if you have any concerns on how you're going to learn, and I'll do my best to support however works for you. But the beauty of this class being a year long is that as we go forward, I learn what you're very good at. I learn your hurdles, and I can address it and tailor-make your education to be entertaining and educational specifically for you, and then your crews and everybody else in the class. It is a challenge, and it's a welcome challenge for me. So we'll start with anatomy, physiology, basic physiology, and pathophysiology, which is how that stuff breaks when you get hit by a car, or how it starts to malfunction when you get blood clots and you get diseases to your kidneys and so forth. So pathophysiology is the disease of the body, how we study disease. And that's basically a very superficial walkthrough of emergency medical responder. We start to delve a little bit deeper when we get into EMT, and we get into a more intense scope of practice of things that we can do. Our treatments and our modalities of care become a little bit more invasive, a little bit more to the point, a little bit more potent, which means we have to have further training on how not to do something incorrectly, because it can harm people if we're not paying attention. And as we get deeper into it, we'll start talking about what it is to be a paramedic, what it is to be a nurse or a doctor or a physician's assistant, what it is to be a firefighter, which is probably where most of you are going. Along the lines of firefighting, we're going to go through what basic firefighting is in Fire 110. We'll talk about the basic equipment, the basic types of firefighting you can do, be it a building in the city or a big field in the woods, or you're going up hillsides and fighting large campaign fires that are thousands of acres long. Those are all parts of the job. Not to mention, 82% of all firefighting is patient care. So we're going to have to integrate all of this together throughout the next 3 semesters. And by the end of it, you should have a well-rounded base of knowledge to figure out, if you're interested still in life-saving and emergency response, which one gets you the most excited to go after first. That's the goal. Where do you want to go? Those little points in your lives are special. Pay attention to them. They're telling you something about your soul or your chi or your id or whatever it is. Don't stifle that stuff. Stoke that fire. I'm here to just kind of whet your appetite. You like this? Oh, well, look at this. Try this. Have you ever wondered why this is what happens with chest pain? Why there's pain in the arm? Here's why. explaining this in a manner that's both relevant to the class and relevant to your lives. And above all, trying to make it fun. I don't want to be here if it's not going to be fun. The way I look at life right now is we're here once. I don't know how long, but we're in this party together. Like this is us. We're here. Somebody lets into the party. What are we doing if we're not doing something fun and interesting to us? What are we doing? So if you're into this, like, let's get crazy. Let's go kill some people. You know what I mean? Let's get wild. You can kill as many people as you want in this class. Just don't do it out there. You know, slaughter your patients. Figure out why they died if you did this, why they would die if you did this, why they would strangle if you touched that. Figure out all the weird things that you can do that would make things bad, and then you don't do those in real life. Hopefully this has turned you onto the class rather than dissuaded you. And think about why you're coming in, what you want to do here, and what I can do to make your experience educational and entertaining. That's why I'm around these days here. This foundry, let me just take a moment to say, it is one of the greatest things that I've been a part of. I'm very lucky to work with these people. And just the idea of giving somebody without a chance some steps towards success and a ladder to climb, it's beautiful. I never knew how wonderful it would be and how much I would invest in all of you. It's one of the best things that I've ever done in my life, and I'm very, very fortunate to have been picked to be a part of this and to work with these professionals. And you should know that. This is a big gift. Do something good with it. Not just get in the class and do your academy. Finish, graduate out with your certificates, then go get your National Registry certification. Then the true measure of success is, are you out working in the world again? Are you out in society, saving lives, giving back to the organizations and the people that helped you get into this in the first place? And once you're there, man, the world is your oyster. It's incredible. It's going to be, if you're interested, this will be the job of your dreams. So don't dream about it anymore. Wake up. And I will see you on the first, what is it, 18th, something like that? Yeah, I'll see you then. Until then, be well and Happy New Year.